Yeah.
Why, hello, everyone. We're back with...
Life Lessons with Uramichi Oniisan.
I'm having like this moment like, well, what is my intro here? What the hell?
We'll wait. Do 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 do.
Well, hello, we're back with another episode of the Anime Club. My name is Nick Nack. With me is the great Lord Warren.
Oh my god, the spice of the chili knocked it right out of his head.
Yeah.
Realm Shifter.
Life is just a meaningless void.
It cleared his sinuses so much it cleared his brain.
Inseki.
So Life Lessons with Uramichi Oniisan did come out of the random hat, but I was the one who put it in there back when it originally came out. It's a josei, and the anime series came out in 2021, summer 2021 specifically. It was done by Studio Blanc. I've actually not heard of Studio Blanc. Oh, because they've not done much. Okay. As the Studio Blanc was founded in 2008, but it looks like...
Were they usually a support studio?
It looks like they must have been. They only did a few OVAs in like the early 2010s, and then one anime before 2017, and it was Rokubu.
Okay.
But then their first thing in like the kind of more recent stuff is they did My Girlfriend is Shobetch.
Ah.
And then Life Lessons with Uramichi Oniisan, the Reincarnation of the Strongest Exorcist in Another World, Ayaka, Story of Bonds and Wounds, and Vampire Dormitory, which is upcoming, has not come out yet.
I see.
So they haven't done much, and there's not much known about them. It looks like they have some collaborations with Diomedea Inc., which used to be called Studio Barcelona, under the name Ezola, where they produced some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not a ton about them.
Yeah, so they most likely are like a support studio primarily, but then they have like a few things for their own track record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
To show off, hey, look at our works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a very good reason why I put this in the hat. And that's because I saw this when it was coming out, and like our main character, Uramichi Oniisan, he is fucked up mentally. This man is up shit creek without a paddle. And sometimes he paddles with his hand, and it's very obvious.
Midlife Crisis, the anime.
Yeah, literally.
exactly.
No, he's so like, you know, to put it into perspective, this, at least the clips of this to me were really funny when I first saw it, because this is like a 30-year-old man who is like sort of taking like doing this kids show with a bunch of kids, except he's like mentally unstable. And just occasionally he'll be like doing his job with the kids, and then he'll just be like, and kids, what do we remember about adulthood? And then the kids, who have been obviously taught by him, will be like, the crushing depression of not being able to accomplish anything you wanted to do in your life and being a failure.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, with shadowed eyes hinting at the depression in his soul.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel it.
Yeah.
You sure he's paddling with his hands and not paddling with his face at this point?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So I have two sort of differing opinions on this. I've already sort of heard Nick Nack's opinion, so we'll get to that in a second, because I know he and I are going to be somewhat opposed here. Because I really like this series.
Nick Nack and Seki fighting on the Anime Club episode? That never happens.
Nope.
Aww. It's almost like we don't regularly go at one another until blood. Anyways, so I really like this. I genuinely enjoy it. I think it's funny. I don't think this can be watched as a binge. I like this show, but much in the same way that I feel about Sweetness and Lightning. I love Sweetness and Lightning. I cannot watch more than 1 or 2 episodes in a row without starting to get a little like, okay, the joke has passed, right? Because it is the same joke every time, and I understand that. And it's amusing every time, so long as I give myself time in between watching episodes. Realm, I know what that face is. I know what the fuck you did. Your thoughts are irrelevant. You lazy bastard.
Hey. I'll let you know.
You had 3 weeks to watch this.
I did binge it, and I binged it over the course of 2 days.
You had
6
three.
episodes a day. Hell yeah. I'm kidding.
You had
Well,
three.
second day was actually 7 episodes because this is a 13.
13, you're right.
You had 3 weeks to watch this. You chose to binge it in 2 days.
I always choose death. I always choose death. I always choose self-suicide.
But like as a preface before we get into this, because I know Nick Nack doesn't share my opinion, I like this. I simply think that one should watch it in measured amounts over a longer period of time. Much in the same way that I feel about Sweetness and Lightning, which is also in the hat and will eventually come out. I feel the same way. I really like Sweetness and Lightning, not all at once.
I will say though that even though, like, in spite of my binging, I at least did enjoy it enough to binge it the way I did. But by the end, like the last 3 or so episodes, the jokes kind of started to get old a little bit. So the humor did fall off after a certain point for me. But yeah.
For me, first thoughts, what the fuck? Quite literally.
You're welcome.
I think my favorite. Okay, I'll just tell who my favorite character is now. It was the purple haired guy. I can't remember his name though, off the top of my head.
Is he
He was the other one who does the sing along.
Does he wear?
He was the green outfit usually.
Daga?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think it's.
He's the one with the he likes the dirty jokes, right?
Yes, yeah, he
Daga.
likes the dick jokes. He's
Yeah.
my favorite character this entire episode. or this
Iketeru
entire-
Daga.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Yeah.
And then also my favorite bit with him was whenever Uramichi would say something insightful or meaningful to him, he would always be like, Uramichi Oniisan, what in the world? What are you talking about, basically?
My personal favorite character is the lady singing One-san.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just think it's funny that this is like a job. She's job hopping. It's hilarious. Nothing's working. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So what were you gonna? I know you're trying to. You want to fight me.
Not exactly, actually.
You want to murder me.
No.
You want to hug me.
No.
You want to see Seki suffer?
You want to inflict psychological pain upon me in the same way that I have inflicted psychological pain on you.
Too late. I did that last time.
Fuck.
No. It will be pretty much the same way how I got back at Nick Nack.
Smother me with a pillow until I suffocate to death?
No. Same way I got you back through not telling you about a design flaw and then getting you soaking wet. That was the...
Is this in a cardboard
Wording.
boat?
Oh, sorry.
Out of context with Vorn, everybody.
No.
No, it was in a
No,
bottle
the-
rocket.
Yes.
No. The context was perfect.
Yes.
Vorn did, in fact, get Nick Nack soaked.
It was a bottle rocket with a classroom of elementary school students I was showing it off to.
Sure.
Yeah, so embarrassment.
Bottle rocket.
Sure. A bottle rocket.
No, I want to embarrass you some way.
But what? I think this is good. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. This is great. I'm depressed. He's depressed. It all works out.
I'm the closest to his age. You realize that, right? I'm the oldest of all of us.
Nominally. We're all born in the same year.
This is all.
Plus, Vorn, I'm the one who has friends who are 4 or 5 years younger than me. I have a friend who's still in high school that I play D&D with. You think I don't feel the crippling depression of being a 25-year-old?
The matter of our age difference is a matter of months.
Yeah.
Days for Seki and I.
Yeah. Literally not even 2 full fucking weeks for us.
I'm technically the youngest here, and I still feel like an old man.
Yeah. You don't get to pull that card. I regularly hang out with people who were born after the year 2000.
Okay, fine, fair. Mostly the reason why is, even if, I did watch part of it, episode day. The jokes are kind of funny, but then it just got really depressing. So at the end, I just decided to binge it, because otherwise, I'm not fucking gonna wreck my life anymore for this shit.
See, you have to find the humor in the depression.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I have a lot of practice with.
Yes. You have to find comedy in your own sorrow.
Because if you can't be a funny depressed bitch, what's the point of being a depressed bitch?
Yeah.
Being fucking left alone?
You gotta find some joy in it. You gotta. It's necessary. It's the only way you can make it through the day.
Yeah, I just revel in the darkness of depression right there.
God.
Tokuyami over here talking about, the fucking darkness embracing. Nah, you gotta find the comedy in it. And this for me found the comedy in it.
Vorn, you're striking me as the black wasn't dark enough color. Wasn't a dark enough color, so I waited for them to make a darker one.
Pretty much at this point.
The difference between me and Vorn over here is he's in the corner, in a little depression spiral with mushrooms, and I'm over on the side hysterically laughing in depression.
No, I know with mushrooms. I'm just sharpening a stick right there, just waiting for you guys to come over. This is gonna be my corner, and it will be only my corner.
All right, now that us are out of the way, I'm sure Knick Knack has thoughts.
0 out of 10. Hated it. I didn't like it. You should feel bad for it. I'm kidding.
Where's my sword?
Where's the guy, Bolg?
If you hit me with that thing again, I will hit you back with something.
No, I didn't. Look, I didn't hate the series. I actually had a very similar experience to Vorn, actually. Although maybe not so much. This is too depressing. I watched it. I was like, oh, this is kind of funny. Then I kept watching it. I'm like, oh, it's relatable. And after a certain point, I'm like, okay, you've told the same joke. The last Sheen, you brought the same thing for show and tell 6 days in a row now. Bring something else. That was my reaction by around the middle of the show. I'm just like, oh my god, we're telling the same joke again.
I love it. Sometimes familiarity breeds comfort.
Yeah, that's why I think that's probably why that was my favorite bit between Uramichi and Ikeru.
I actually do really want to go read the manga now because the manga has won several awards, so I'm very curious as to how if it's like how much better it is than the anime, because I'm sure it's better, and I'm very curious to read it.
I kind of do agree with Seki's take though that if this was like a one episode thing, a week, or if I was watching it between stuff where it was like on TV, I'd be like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah. I feel the same way about Uramichi Oniisan as I do about SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I would never want to binge 12 hours of SpongeBob, but SpongeBob's pretty funny when it comes on in between other stuff I'm watching on TV.
Yeah. So, but forget binging 6-7 episodes at a time. 3 episodes a day across a week for me was still a little too much.
We did have 3 weeks though in the end.
Yeah, I finished it by the end of the second week before I found out there was a third week.
Yes, well, you can't blame me for that. We all glare daggers at Realm.
I will say this really did get me thinking of I hope you live in interesting times. And then I think
that's a curse. That's not a well wish. That's a curse.
Yeah. Then I think interesting times and I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
I need someone to sincerely tell me, I hope you live in boring times. Because I don't want to live in interesting times anymore. I don't need to be living in I don't need to live during world-changing events anymore.
Call me Scooby, because I can't do this anymore.
Respectfully, I would like to live during a time when nothing interesting happens.
I'm tired of living in history. I just want to be left alone.
I'm tired of living through events that children are going to get taught about in 20 years.
I miss my wife tales.
Was that a shadow?
No, it's a reference to a very specific online series.
Excuse. Sorry. I'm good. You can continue. What?
Oh, was it Knuckle series or whatever?
No, it's an online fan redub of one of the games, and that's a quote from Dr. Eggman.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
I knew Knick Knack was the one who was gonna get that one most likely.
And I mean, to be fair, I don't know. I love this series. For all intents and purposes, I would never want to watch this all in one day, right? Unless I had a beer and a cocktail and some pizza. Then I could watch this in one day. With a friend, some beer, some cocktail, some pizza, get a little tipsy, good food, a friend to make fun of it with me or laugh as we're watching it. As a communal event, I could do that. But like as like one-off episodes, this is great.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was kind of hoping for maybe a little bit more meat to it.
I wasn't.
Like, I didn't necessarily need like big like this did not need to be like big character drama with trauma attached to it. I almost even wish I had more warm and fuzzies out of it, like more moments of like minor character development as their like slice of life. You don't even really get slice of life out of this, though.
It's not. It's Josei.
Yeah.
And so it is dark. The genre is officially dark comedy, and the demographic is Josei. So it is meant for adult women, right? Like young adult women. And then it is meant to be a dark comedy.
I mean, I could kind of tell it was meant for women with the character designs.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with our main character here being a failed ex-gymnast, but he still keeps up with his training.
All the men
Yeah.
are built like simultaneously built like twinks and brick houses at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Josei design right there.
Yeah.
The modern one.
Pretty brick house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty brick
Little
house.
bit.
Yeah.
Put a slimming shirt on him. You can still tell he's fucking jacked, but
One of those like tight black shirts.
it's like it's not showing off the muscle, but you can still tell he's jacked by his general build.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. I say, as a woman, oh my god, I'm now the Josei demographic.
Oh, fuck.
That realization.
Congratulations, you're old.
I need you to know this is not an exaggeration. I just realized that I am the Josei demographic. I'd always thought, genuinely up until now, I'd always thought of it being a demographic for women older than me. Like adults.
You are an adult bitch.
Yeah, welcome to adult life now.
I need a more adult. I don't like this.
You're only adult.
I don't like this.
Or then we come to adult.
Series that write about midlife crisis are meant to be relatable now to you.
Yep.
If this is my midlife crisis, what does that say about my life expectancy?
50 years.
I mean, Realm should have already gone through it, supposedly.
Oh yeah, I've already gone through it.
That is true.
And then some.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
that
he's
you'll be
still
dying
kicking.
young.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
It's okay. Remember, only the good die young.
Yeah.
I think the animation, in my opinion, was fine.
It's what it needed to be.
Yeah, it did not need to be anything special. It was not anything special, but it was solid quality. There wasn't anything like egregious. It wasn't bad. There wasn't anything like missing, I felt. I really did like the OP and ED. Maybe that's just me. I thought they were fun.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering, did this bring out the I can fix some vibes out of you?
No, surprisingly. You know what this brought out?
Hmm?
I can make him so much worse.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the OP or ED, but I did love the music video in the winter.
That one was God, the
yeah.
torture.
Amazing.
and then the winter music video. What?
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Did you guys watch the dub or the sub?
I watched both. Because
I-
I watched this when it was coming out in sub, and then watched it this time in dub.
Sub.
I watched dub.
I honestly liked it both ways. I don't think that there was a noticeable drop in quality when moving to the dub, in my opinion.
I think though, however, I mean, comment on this. So for Ikuteru, so he obviously the whole point with him was the dick joke thing. How well did that translate over to the dub? Do you think?
We made the same jokes.
No, I know they made the
Yeah.
same jokes. Okay.
Yeah, no, they weren't like hiding it or anything.
Yeah, no, they weren't hiding it, but like the funny thing was, at least for the Japanese dub, is this since the word for like dick or penis in Japanese is like Chin or Chin Chin, it was very easy to tell when they were making.
Well, yeah,
that play on
obviously
words.
you can't really translate that kind of thing. So
Right.
like the jokes were there, but the word play was not exactly
as
the
strong.
same. It couldn't be, you know.
Yeah, the wordplay for that gag anyway.
Yeah.
It was still funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it was still funny.
They were still hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think overall our opinion is that the jokes great in limited quantity.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd probably laugh if you came across them in a meme online randomly.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a great clip show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's how this became popular online originally. Is people were just clipping like him looking all depressed with like the child saying something depressing to him.
And first, the structure of this show is just more or less a clip show.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like I was almost wondering though, like, okay, is he like actually saying these things to these kids, or is he like just like hallucinating that what he's thinking when he's thinking out loud? But no, he was actually just
Yep.
straight up saying these things to these kids.
Yep.
I almost don't believe that this show is actually popular with kids. This feels like something that'd be popular with adults.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like just like go watch this show and it's just this
Well, so
parody of other kids shows.
the show that they're on together with Maman is actually a parody of an actual kids show called Okasan to Isho.
Yeah.
And Okasan to Isho is a children's TV show, airs weekly on NHK, and is very popular.
Yeah.
You know? So it is it's supposed to be a parody of this very famous popular show.
Yeah,
That's been running since 1959.
But in universe, this may as well be the popular show in universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't.
But
I think a
but
lot of editing.
no. Think about it this way. This children's show is watched by two people, kids, and their mothers taking care of them. So the funny colors and the mascots are for the kids, and the dick jokes are for the mothers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember which Twitter account it was, but I saw someone posting like a story recount of when they watched Lazy Town with their mother. Their mother, like, apparently later in life told them that they loved watching Lazy Town with them because they get just a bit high while they did it, while the kid would enjoy it, and they would be watching it like, oh.
That's exactly how people watch this show.
Yeah.
I
That's
would
exactly.
assume Spartacus was actually the main inspiration for the mothers to watch it.
What?
Lazy Town.
Oh, for,
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Same way that this is the male actors right there. That's the main draw for the woman.
So waifu wars. Waifu wars.
Waifu
Waifu
wars.
wars.
Waifu
Waifu
wars.
wars. Knick-knack.
That drawing, like the draw, he can only ever draw one. I related to that a little bit too hard. Like every time you try to draw something, it comes out the exact same thing.
Okay, Vorn.
Singing Nihilism. And mostly because it feels like I have missed out on a whole lot of other shit.
Mine is Uramichi.
Yeah. Mine is Ikiteru, because I strive to be as empty-headed and zero thoughts as he is sometimes. he just zones out, and he just
Valid.
thinks about onigiri in different forms.
All right. Do we have? I don't think we have anything. This show is not complex or nuanced.
No.
Do we have any recommendations? Perhaps. I think for me, I can't really think of anything similar in sort of the dark comedy. Like I don't typically find shows like this. Like it's hard to find shows like this that are good and aren't like really like boring and repetitive. Sometimes I find that when you find like dark comedy shows like this that are meant to sort of parody like, you know, real life or something, they tend to be too overdone. Do you know what I mean?
Too dark.
Well, not even that. It's just like they're trying too hard to make the comedy funny, and in that they've made it unfunny. So I genuinely don't really have any recommendations because I can't think of anything I would. You know what? Okay, there's one thing two things I would recommend based on this. And I need y'all to be so for real and understand me right now. I recommend these two things based on vibes and vibes alone, right? Keijo,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
the Ishizoku reviewers.
Interesting.
Vibes alone.
All right.
You're
I'm
very
not gonna-
hitting that demographic. You realize that.
Well, just like the to me, I feel like I enjoyed the comedy in the same way across all three of those shows.
You know,
And I like watching them in the same way, with someone to laugh at them with me and like good food and a drink.
I don't know if I can almost call this a recommendation, but I'll call it a suggestion. The Ghost Stories dub.
Oh.
Nick Nack, give me the guy bulg. I need to kill him. You're not gonna find any suggestions on my history shelf.
No, I was looking for the guy bulg.
Oh, it's over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's a tiny one.
I don't have a tiny one. Well, I mean, there's the one that they're holding.
Wait, what was the...
I don't have a tiny one. I have the full-size one, and then I have the 1, 2, 3, 4, technically, that are on different figures.
Oh.
5 if you include the one for the Nendroid.
Okay. Oh, no, I was looking for the tiny sword.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
I have properly disposed of the Nick Knife.
I know you didn't. I just can't remember where I put the Nick
Yeah.
Knife.
But I don't actually have a... Yeah, I don't actually have a recommendation for that.
Well, I found some of the other swords.
Oh, there's that spear I was thinking about.
Oh, yeah, that one is fine. But where did the Nick Knife go? How else will I stab Nick Knack when he displeases me? Disappointing. That's okay, I can stab him with Rome.
Okay, so I guess my other recommendation, my actual like recommendation, it's not exactly like dark comedy, but it's still like over the top. Nichijou or Everyday Life.
Okay. You guys,
Yeah, I got nothing.
Nick Nack.
It's not an anime per se, but there's this thing online show about a bunch of adult failures that put on a show. It's called the Anime Club.
Gonna die. Alright, I believe Vorn and I are rock, paper, scissoring for the next anime.
Oh, actually, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt. I have one more recommendation, and it's not necessarily anime, but it's very like I guess popular in Japan right now. What was it? The Amazing Digital Circus. It's an online web series.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I lost. Vorn, what will we watch?
We will be watching Aka 13.
Territory Inspection Department?
Yes.
Okay. I have no clue what that is.
Nope. Do we want to watch a trailer for it?
We can.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched this coming out.
I got opinions already on this, and they are not necessarily positive, so I guess we'll just have to see once we finish watching it.
I mean, I don't expect you guys to go and love the show, but I also don't expect outright hatred.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try harder, everyone.